Yo, this is one of the absolute worst time periods, right, for your boy right here, man. Top billing going through it, right? First of all, my Phillies. A great year, down the drain, you know what I'm saying? And then at the hand of the damn Dodgers, right? I'm tired of the Dodgers. I wish we could dodge the Dodgers, but we'll get to that at another point in time, right? Penn State losing a couple of times in a row. James Franklin not, you know what I'm saying, looking like he's at the end of his rope. And my Philadelphia Eagles, right? Where do we start? Who said this? Can't run the ball, can't stop the run. That's the basis of Philadelphia Eagles football. I don't want to hear anything outside of that. Anything other than that is fucking, you know what I mean? It's circumstantial at best, right? Because you're not a good football team. You're not a championship football team in this day and age if you can't start with, at the very least, that. Everybody's going to want to talk about play calling. Everybody's going to want to talk about the OC. That's goofy, low-hanging fruit shit. You know what I mean? We could talk about that till we're blue in the face. But, you know what I'm saying? Same deal, right? The tale of two halves, right, for the offense. We'll talk about that for a second here. But I want to get to the real crux of the matter, in my opinion. Tale of two halves. First half, you know what I'm saying, doing the thing. It was cool, right? It was really cool. It was dope, right? Second half, missed opportunities with execution. Straight up, missed opportunities with execution. I don't give a fuck what you say beyond that. If you look at the damn film, the plays were there. You have to make the plays. Jalen Hurts, you know that's my man. It's been my man 50 grand since way before he was a Philadelphia Eagle. Go back and look on this channel. All the content that I did when I used to cover the University of Alabama. Jalen Hurts is somebody I believe in and I wholeheartedly still believe in. But that doesn't mean that he's playing championship football. He's missing out. There was a play, and we'll get to it right when we get to the film. I just want to kind of get something out, right? There was a play that was a shot play to Devontae Smith. They called it. It was absolutely perfect. All you have to do is just put it on him. He airmailed that bitch right through that bitch to the moon. And there you go, a missed opportunity. That was a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Where you at with that? Where, you know what I'm saying? You shutting the crowd up, all kinds of shit, right? Listen, fair play to the New York Giants. Them boys got themselves a team of the future, no doubt about that. You know, my history of the team. I've covered every team in the Mid-Atlantic, right? So that was my whole plan, right? To make a huge website full of just Mid-Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be the Ravens, Eagles, Commanders, New York Giants, New York Jets, everybody like that, right? So I got history covering a lot of these teams. And the New York Giants is somebody I'm very familiar with the fabric of that team with Brian Daboll. Jaxson Dart, that dude is doing it, right? And Jaxson Dart is one of these guys I knew would challenge someone like Keely Ringo. People trying to sell me on Keely Ringo, right? Get the fuck out of here, right? You got people, they don't know shit about football. They just be winging it. They want people to be good. I don't care. I don't want people to, I want somebody, I'm saying, they play for my team, I want them to be good. But as far as the analyst goes, I can't force it. I don't force things. If somebody's not good, I just have to say it, right? Regardless if it's controversial, you don't like it or not, you know you're getting my honest assessment. I've covered this kid before any of you really knew he existed. He was in high school. I was doing film studies on this kid in high school. He's not good. I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys that he lacks the basis of what it takes to be a cornerback. He has bad feet and stiff hips. He's a straight line runner. He could be a hellified strong safety. He could do that, right? If he put on some pounds, maybe he could even be one of them smaller linebackers in this day and age, right? You got a lot of guys 225 pounds. He probably could do that, right? But as a cornerback, where you have to transitions with people, you have to, you know what I'm saying, being able to marry your feet with your eyes and all that, that's where he struggles with. You can't tell me about Keely Ringo if he's not getting targeted. If Bull is not getting targeted, then what the fuck are we talking about? That's what I'm talking about with him. He could be there and not make the play. So if he's not getting targeted, how do you say that he's doing good? He can't transition with people. He was getting destroyed by talent receivers. Who the fuck is Lil Jordan Humphrey at in 2025? Who was he in 2025? They said they called him up from the practice squad. Wasn't LJ Humphrey like back in 2006 and shit? He was from like 2006. He's out there, you know what I'm saying? They dug him about, you know what I'm saying, about the assisted living home. He out there giving Keely Ringo the business, right? We know what Dory Jackson is terrible. You know, as much I don't believe in Keely Ringo, I still said I would rather see him over Adoree Jackson. I don't even need to talk about him. He should not be on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's one of the softest cornerbacks ever. How is he a Philadelphia Eagle? But Keely Ringo is one of these guys that they put faith in because they let Isaiah Rodgers go in favor of him, right, to save just a little bit of money. Are you going to save a little bit of bread on Isaiah Rodgers and replace him with somebody who's probably 2 levels, you know what I'm saying, not as good? Isaiah Rodgers is what you want in a cornerback. Maybe not the size of a Keely Ringo, but he can marry his feet with his eyes. He's hellified in his transition. He's got some of the loosest hips, right? Hey, yo, pause, all of that, right? That's what you want in a cornerback, just like Quinyon Mitchell, right? They're very similar. So you see what happens. No Quinyon Mitchell, no Cooper DeJean on the outside, something that I've stressed. And you get left with Ringo and Adoree Jackson. I guess a 1-4 team, making them boys look like, you know what I'm saying, the greatest show on turf out there, right? That shit was crazy. We got destroyed by the New York Giants, right? And I don't want to hear shit about Jordan Davis. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even want to hear shit about most of these players that are from the University of Georgia. Look it up. I believe I'm the greatest content creator of all time when it deals with the University of Georgia. Right, just check the history books, right? Whether it be through websites, on this YouTube channel and all that, right? I got vast history of covering these boys, and it goes beyond that, having to cover some of these players that are coming up through high school ranks when I was working for the University of Georgia, or the website that covers that in a couple of different places, SB Nation and Rivals, right? A lot of those guys are overrated, right? You don't see me getting excited about none of them dudes, right? Outside of Jalen Carter. And a lot of the guys that I get excited about on that team, they didn't draft, right? Nolan Smith, you know what I'm saying, he's pretty decent. We'll see what he is when, you know what I'm saying, when he comes back. He has some talent, no doubt about that, right? But the rest of them dudes, man, Jordan Davis, come on, man. He had a couple of good games. People want to jump through the roof, a whole bunch of out of here, dickhead. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, right? You can't put together 2 games, bro, and erase 3-4 seasons worth of mediocrity. You can't. Now, where has he been the last few games? He blocked that field goal, and that was it. That was it. Now he has splinters on his ass or something. I haven't seen him. Has he been playing? Is he stopping the run? Some people came up here and was telling me, oh, he's been there. They stopped. No, he's not stopping no run. He's not doing anything. Jalen Carter makes the engine that go. This is not a good defense to me. It's not. It's too discombobulated, right? I don't know, man. Nakobe Dean, I was a guy I was excited about from the University of Georgia, but right, he's systematically probably been displaced by Jahad Campbell, who I think right now is not very good against the run. Nakobe Dean is good against the run. You know what I mean? Because he was out there, they said he was in special teams and shit like that, but I mean, what it is, right? Can't stop the run, can't stop the pass, can't run the ball, can't pass the ball consistently. Not a good team. Not a good team. It's something that I wish we had a bye week right now. This would be a good time. And think about this as well, man. You're having a damn come to Allah moment, right? And when you're 4-1 because of AJ Brown. What did I say? What happens with team continuity? That's important. You know what I mean? People don't understand. That's important. Team continuity is important. I don't like AJ Brown. I don't like people like that on teams. To me, your talent can't outweigh the entire team. Andy Reid wouldn't put up with that bullshit, right? Tom Heckert and all these guys back in the day, Joe Banner and them, they ain't trying to do all that shit, bro. You got to get the fuck up out of there. Nobody's bigger than the team. Nobody should be bigger than the team now. But Howie Roseman and all these, right? As great as Howie Roseman is, and soft ass Nick Sirianni, these guys are getting punked by AJ Brown. They are. They're getting punked by this bull. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand it, bro. This is, I don't know, man. I'll see y'all on the flip side, though, man, and we can get to it after this film study, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm on Keely Ringo ass, though. I'm on all them people who was trying to sell me on dude. He's not even getting targeted. And they had him where Quinyon Mitchell is shadowing a player. So he's essentially like on the 4th best wide receiver in those games, not really getting targeted. And when he does get targeted, he's going to get a pass interference. He owes you a pass interference at least once a game. That's been his MO. He's going to get one. Tonight, he got, what, 2-3 of them draws? It's not hating, bro. It's analysis, right? This is just analysis. If he was good, I would say he's good. I have no reason for me to want to see anybody fail at anything in life. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? That's not me. I've never failed in life, so why would I want to see other people fail? That's not it. You got to be able to separate analysis from personal, right? People take it personal when you give hard analysis to somebody because they want to dick eat all the time, right? Dickheads want to dick eat. That's not me. You know what I mean? I'm just going to give you what I think. And as you can see, man, a lot of the times, man, I'm correct. And I'll stand on my own too about that. And I will tell somebody when I'm incorrect as well. They got to do something in the personnel department, man. They got to come with some shit, right? That it's not going to work out that corner the way it's presently constructed, right? It's Quinyon Mitchell and that, right? Or they got to be smart and move Cooper DeZean to the outside. They tried Cooper DeZean, right? When he was outside in this game a couple of times, and what happened? They couldn't fuck with him. Keely Ringo was community pussy, man. Fuck out of here.